Let's rip the band-aid off. I've ended romantic relationships and had women break up with me. If you're currently dating, believing love is guaranteed, loyalty is permanent, or effort alone keeps a woman, you're already losing. This isn't pessimism. This is modern survival strategy. The hard truth, no one wants to say out loud. Every man should always be prepared to lose his woman, not because women are evil, not because love is fake, but because attachment without leverage is weakness, and weakness is not attractive. What you should never be prepared to lose: your empire, your self-respect, your mission, and your masculine frame. A man who builds his life around a woman is a man who hands her the remote control to his identity and then acts shocked when the channel changes. Modern dating reality. Optional. Replaceable. Swipeable. In 2025, relationships exist in a marketplace, not a fairy tale. Your competition isn't just other men, richer men, more charming men. It's also her freedom, her career, her past trauma-bonded situationships. I'm just focusing on myself right now era, and yes, sometimes another woman. Romantic exclusivity is no longer assumed, it's earned daily. And paradoxically, the man most afraid to lose her is the one she leaves first. Why? Because fear smells like need. Need kills polarity. Polarity kills desire. Women don't stay because you cling. They stay because they feel like they're choosing you, not rescuing you. The paradox of attraction that drives men crazy. To truly keep a woman, you must be prepared to lose her. Read that again. The man who can walk away, won't beg, won't bargain, won't collapse emotionally, won't crash out when things fall apart, won't destroy himself over her absence, is the man who is hardest to replace. Not because he's cold, because he's complete. Love is not proven by desperation. Love is tested by detachment with standards. Men, empire first, feelings second. Let's define empire before people get emotional. Your empire is your purpose, your income, your health, your values, your discipline, and your long-term vision. A woman should be an addition, not the foundation. The moment she becomes the foundation, she feels it, and once she feels it, attraction quietly starts packing its bags. No woman wants to be responsible for a man's entire sense of meaning. That's not romance, that's pressure. Why self-respect is non-negotiable. You don't lose women because you're too good. You lose women when you tolerate disrespect, shrink your boundaries, over-communicate emotions without action, negotiate attraction, stay when your gut says leave. Self-respect isn't loud. It doesn't argue. It simply withdraws access. And nothing resets dynamics faster than a man who can calmly say, "This doesn't work for me." Prepared to lose her does not equal wanting to lose her. This is where people get it twisted. Being prepared to lose her doesn't mean you don't care, don't invest, don't commit, don't love deeply. It means your identity survives the outcome. It means if she chooses another man, another woman, or another version of herself, you don't crumble, you adjust, you refocus, you rebuild if necessary, and you continue forward, unembarrassed. That emotional stability, that's rare, that's attractive, that's masculine. Now let's talk about the part men aren't supposed to notice. Women leave relationships all the time, and yes, most of the time, they are the ones who initiate the breakup. This isn't an insult, it's not moral judgment, it's behavioral reality. By the time most men hear, "I think we need to talk," the woman has already emotionally detached, but she'll stay in the relationship, act and play the waiting to exit game. She mentally reframed you as not it, justified her decision internally, talked with her friends' family about leaving you, and begun planning her next chapter. When you find out, you're not in a breakup conversation, you're in a post-mortem. The silent countdown. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When a relationship no longer serves her emotional, psychological, or lifestyle needs, the exit planning begins quietly, not dramatically, not impulsively, but strategically, months in advance. During that time, she's thinking, she's processing, she's not sure how she feels, she's been off lately. Translation: she's detaching while you're still investing. Men experience the breakup as a sudden event. Women experience it as a long decision already completed. That's why the emotional reaction gap is so brutal. Why men are always blindsided. Men think relationships operate on verbal contracts. Women operate on felt experience. When she says, "I don't feel the same anymore," she's not asking for a fix. She's delivering a verdict. And here's the part that stings the ego. By the time she leaves, she's already mourned the relationship while still in it. You're grieving a loss. She's stepping into relief. That asymmetry is why men spiral and women appear cold. They're not cold. They're done. Hypergamy isn't evil, it's directional. Let's be adults. Women generally move toward what improves their emotional security, lifestyle, or future prospects and away from what stagnates. If the relationship no longer aligns with her trajectory, she doesn't fight reality. She exits it. Sometimes to another man. Sometimes to independence. Sometimes to another woman. Sometimes to peace. The destination doesn't matter. The motive does. Why this reality breaks men? If they're unprepared, men are conditioned to believe loyalty is linear, time invested equals permanence, effort guarantees outcome. None of that survives modern dating in today's culture. A woman staying with you today is not a promise she'll stay tomorrow. It's a daily choice, and when that choice stops serving her, she doesn't negotiate with nostalgia. She moves. Not every relationship needs to be forever. The power shift happens when you accept this. Here's the liberating part most men miss. Once you accept that women leave, and often quietly, you stop building your life around preventing loss. You build it around being loss-proof. You stop over-explaining, over-investing prematurely, over-tolerating disrespect, over-identifying with the relationship. Instead, you lead your life, read behavior, not words, maintain standards, keep momentum outside the relationship, and suddenly, you're no longer shocked when someone exits. You're prepared. Prepared men don't get replaced, they get remembered. A man who understands this dynamic doesn't beg, doesn't chase closure, doesn't self-destruct, doesn't turn bitter. He calmly accepts the truth. She chose what she felt was best for her. I choose to keep building. I can focus on my goals. I can take a break from dating, or I can date as a free agent, until I decide to give another woman the opportunity for a committed relationship. Men, only if she meets your standards. That composure, that dignity, that self-respect. That's the man who doesn't just survive modern dating. He outgrows it. The men winning in 2025 and beyond, the men thriving in modern dating aren't bitter. They aren't naive either. They lead with purpose, love without losing themselves, detach without being an asshole, walk away without resentment, build lives so full that romance is a privilege, not a lifeline. They don't say, I'll die without her. They say, I'd miss her, but I'd still be me. And that's why women feel safest choosing them. Final reality check. You don't keep a woman by gripping tighter, you keep her by communicating openly, by keeping the relationship playful and flirtatious, by leading with purpose, and by being present and consistent among other things. You keep her by being the kind of man who doesn't need to trap, doesn't need to chase, doesn't need to fear, because fear is the real relationship killer, not always infidelity. Be prepared to lose the relationship, never be prepared to lose yourself. That's not cold. That's grown man wisdom in a culture addicted to fantasy. Peace.